Do I look good?
Hey, we're back.
Hi.
Whoa, it's been so long.
Like 2 weeks actually, because we didn't do one last week.
Time flies.
There's so much to do in our world.
And so much going on all the
Curating
time.
beer taps.
Yep.
And collecting beer kegs from the island. Went to Victoria this past weekend for Victoria Craft Beer Week.
And you talked to like a million people and
Yeah,
drank a bunch of cool beer.
A lot of them. Highlights definitely catching up with Joe Weeb. Paul Hatfield. Oh man, that guy is an absolute gem from Spinnaker's. Oh, and also can't forget Mike Spence, the founder of the Drake. Getting to meet him,
too, yeah.
have a beer with him in his beautiful room there, and just hear about his origin story was game changer. Just can't believe I'm hanging with these people that are like superstars. Like they're just
you come back
legends.
home and you got to hang out with me.
Yeah, baby. Hey, man, you're a rock star in Langley and well beyond Mr. Tap List Curator. You're also one of the co-stars of Tap Talks, which is all the rage.
Kind of a
days.
big thing.
You know, it's funny because sometimes you'll look at the views, and you're like, I don't know if it's a thing, but then like, how many people have we talked to that have come into the restaurant? Man, I saw your show.
Our Tap Talkers.
Tap Talkers.
Yeah.
Yes.
All you Tap Talkers out there.
Yeah. Fan club starting up. Apparently, the meeting will be here at 6 a.m. every Thursday morning. All right, shenanigans aside, super special show today for episode
0005.
Yes, so very exciting day here at the Barley Merchant. I think this is the 6th or 7th one of these that we've done. We are doing a KPU tap takeover. So Kwantlen Polytechnic University here in Langley has an amazing brewing program. Started in 2014. Have collected some serious hardware.
That's a decade.
Out there. Yeah. Like in 2019, they won BC Brewery of the Year at the BC Beer Awards.
And I believe their beers have won, I don't want to say Canada Cup, but I feel like it was Canada Cup.
A couple of years, last year and this year.
Yep.
They've also, the U.S. Open College Beer Competition, something like that. They won like Best Brewery in that too. So they are one of, if not the most amazing, awarded, acknowledged teaching schools that teach us how to make beer. Teaching schools that teach us how to make beer.
Words and stuff.
Yeah. So, and it's not just how to make beer. It's a lot to do with the science behind beer and about quality control, which is huge in
running
beer.
your business. You have to have the whole picture. It's not just, hey, I know how to make a beer. Now I can start my own brewery. They go through all the different steps of your marketing and getting business plans and figuring out your loans and how much stuff costs. And we've had some people, lovely people who worked with us here at the Barley Merchant while they were going to school. And then a lot of the alumni working for lots of different places in the area, coming here and hanging out. Really cool group of people overall.
Absolutely. And so what we get to do here is the brewing program there is a 2-year program. And at the end of the second year for their capstone project, they partner up with somebody in the class. So 2 of them work together and they develop a beer from scratch, recipe and all that. And then they come up with a name. They have to calculate the ABV and the IBUs, and then they have to tell a little story behind it. So today we're doing a tap takeover where we tap these 4 fresh beers. And these will be available 4 o'clock this afternoon. And hopefully I can get this video edited and out so that this is not old news. So what do you say we just dive into this and give her a go here. So we're going to start from this side and work our way over. So the first one up here, I'm going to read it right off. We got this nice little menus that are done up here. So this is ESB CHILL Extra Special Bitter. Brewed by students Rylen and Nicola. Oh my gosh. Can I edit that part out?
No, you got to keep it. We said it live.
What?
Thomas Nickel.
Okay.
Yes.
So there we go. So it says this amber brown ESB ale uses malts that are bread-like character. Fuggles and Sterling hops add spice and tree fruit notes, creating lively aroma and flavor. Cheers, Josh.
I think that's my favorite part. One of my favorite things about you, Tim, is you just had a problem reading, and they're like, no, I'm going to read that whole paragraph right now. You just dove right back in there.
Well, it's 10 a.m., first beer of the day. As usual, we do this bright and early. And yeah, sometimes a little sputter, but hey, turns out people like our outtakes.
They do.
Because we could edit this so clean and like nobody would know how bad we are at
I
this.
feel like I have an idea. All the cuts.
Okay, so the beer's fantastic.
Oh yeah, the bread quality was the first thing because I love ESBs. I think that they are an underrated style of beer, and I mean they're technically not for everyone. They're not like but the people who like these beers love these beers.
Yeah, I think that the word bitter scares a lot of people away.
Yeah.
And most of them aren't as bitter as the word would lend you to believe. But I mean, everybody's palate is different. So,
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
yeah, like you said, the bready notes, like, you know, little like toasty, little toffee fave. Remember those little?
Oh, I know
they
those
had
well.
like the nut inside, a little caramel, a little
It's like
dollop
a
of chocolate in
Christmas
there.
tradition at my household.
Oh,
is to have
okay.
it.
Well, that was one of the things that came to mind. So it has it's bitter, but it has like a nice little like sweetness to it as well.
Leaning towards the amber on this as well.
Bitter,
The
sweet.
amber brown.
Yeah.
This I know I just said this style typically isn't for everyone. I think this particular take would be. I don't see a lot of people who
I
would
agree.
enjoy the show.
So Thomas and Rylen nailed it. Delicious ESB. Looking forward to having you at the restaurant today. Okay, next up. Go ahead, Josh. Take it away.
Okay. Hey, Juicy New England Hazy IPA.
All right.
Cheers. We're gonna get a little
5.8%, 40 IBUs. Visually, that is as hazy as I've seen a beer in a while.
Yeah, it reminds me of a couple ones we've had on tap in the past, and super zingy. The citrus is like
big citrus,
big citrus on there. So,
and not just the peel and the pith. It's
this one
juicy, like they say.
Brewed by Sue Kim and Harry Kim. Full-bodied smoothness and fruit-forward hops with intense citrus notes. Nailed it.
There we go.
Blended with floral, lime, and tropical fruit aromas and low bitterness, making this an easy drinking IPA.
I would give them
agree.
a 10 out of 10 on the description that they've come up with.
Yeah.
For exactly what that beer tastes like.
Yeah, and at 5.8, you know, it's sneaky. Yeah, it's a
the floral, lime, and tropical fruit. Like I'm getting that.
biting out fruit.
Yeah. So Sue and Harry, nice job. That is juicy.
Yeah. As promised, and beautiful color too. Like in the sunshine, little. Atmosphere we have out here.
If we wanted to do sunshine.
I don't want to get sunburned though.
It's gorgeous out here today.
Yeah.
This patio weather this weekend is going to be killer.
Woo!
All right. Next up, Andy's. Is that Andy's Stout?
I'm assuming
It's like the mountain range, right?
That's what I was. Yeah.
Okay. Andy's Stout, Tropical Stout. So this is brewed by Julio Padilla and Gonzalo Marquez.
I feel like you nailed it.
I think so. Let's go. Let's drink it.
Cheers.
So a tropical stout. I like it.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
That's a whoo.
This is why these guys win these awards. They're really doing such a great job.
I find one thing we can say with KPU is whatever style they're making, they make it to like the specifications you'd find in the beer judging guides. And like everything is exactly what you want it to be. You say, hey, tropical stout, that's a tropical stout.
Yeah. It's a lot of times I've had tropical stouts. A lot of times. Okay, I've had like 5 or 6 tropical stouts in my day. And I feel like sometimes the amount of fruit flavor that you would expect when you get that word tropical in there doesn't always come through, and it's way more stouty than it is tropical. But I feel like this one almost crosses over into the tropical while still staying true to the flavors you get from a stout. What do you think?
I would agree.
Oh, good.
This is yeah. Actually, Tim, you are very wrong on everything. No, it's crushable. And we didn't read from the description yet.
Do it.
Gonna use a note.
Oh wait, no, it's my turn.
It is your turn.
Dark and sweet with roasted and chocolate notes from specialty malts and a hint of coconut extract. Colombian Panella sugar adds a decadent tropical character.
And that is what I was going to talk about, was that sugar note in there.
Okay.
That I think is really unique. And I don't know what Colombian Panella sugar is.
I was waiting for your magical mind to just come up and tell a whole story about what Panella sugar was. But
I actually don't know that one.
I think we will ask Julio and Gonzalo when they're here today.
Yeah, like, hey,
but yeah,
what's up with that?
Another tasty beer. And yeah, there we go. Last one. Let's go. These videos can only be 15 minutes long. We want to make sure we stay within that.
We
So I don't have to
didn't
edit
put up
so
the
much.
timer this time. Okay,
Dang
cheers.
it. All right, cheers. What's the beer? It's a peach.
Cream ale. Okay, so this one's really special. It's a Pink Boots collaboration, which is what most of the breweries, I think almost every brewery should be doing it now. Just about everyone.
Yeah, every brewery in Langley did. We just did that big tap takeover at Farm Country. That
so International Women's Day, so they get all the women crew, the girls, to go by, and whether they're from the brewing team or from the front of house team, everyone gets to collaborate. And one of our lovely staff, McKenna, got to go collaborate with KPU to make this beer.
Yeah.
And it's a bright and refreshing cream ale showcasing fruity notes from the peach puree and a special Pink Boots hop blend. And
yeah, so every year, I guess, with the Pink Boots Society, they go to Yakima and put together a whole
the hops, yeah.
Selection of hops, and then those are the recommended hops to, and everybody uses those hops in the beer when they make them, and it varies every year. So the Pink Boots Society aims to assist, inspire, and encourage women or non-binary individuals in the fermented alcoholic beverage industry to advance their careers through education. Yeah, and at the tap takeover at Farm Country, all the proceeds, or a portion of the proceeds, all went to the Ishtar House, which is a great organization here in Langley. Yeah, so it's awesome to have it out every year and to kind of taste how the different hops, the same hops, work in different beers.
Yes.
There you go.
Delicious.
Yeah, really good.
Crushable.
Peachy. All right, so big shout out to the folks that keep the Kwantlen Brewing program alive and well and kicking every single day. Dominic, Alec, Michael, Helen, Chloe, Martina, and of course Nancy Moore, legend in the brewing world.
Yes, she's been here a few times. Got to meet her. Lovely person.
Yeah. So that was it. Today, 4 o'clock, KPU Tap Takeover. We will be showcasing all 4 of these beers today. The students will be here. The faculty will be here. Cheers to KPU, and thanks for watching our silly videos here. And that was Tap Talks number 0005. And I'm Tim.
And I'm Josh.
And that was
Tap Talks. Woo!
Gosh, I thought we were supposed to be getting better at this.